Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. St. Lucia is the fastest growing destination for regional travelers. On the 30th and 31st of March, the SLTA participated in the L. Edwin Caribbean Wedding and Event Exposition at the Hyatt Regency in Trinidad. The L. Edwin Caribbean Wedding and Event Exposition promoted St. Lucia's romance product to over 2,500 future brides and grooms.
There was a big sign, St. Lucia, you couldn't miss it. I think Barbados was next to it, but St. Lucia would shun them. And then we went up to the booth and we talked to Christopher, who was there at the time, and told him that, we were thinking about St. Lucia, so he gave us a lot of information that helped us along the way, and he showed us the 2 hotels that were there.
Of the 3 destinations represented at the event, St. Lucia had the greatest impact with the inclusion of its hotel partners, Bay Gardens Resorts and Fondue Plantation and Resort.
We have never been to St. Lucia before.
Caribcation, which was rolled out as a summer promotion in 2017, welcoming over 76,000 visitors, quickly grew into a standalone brand by 2018 with over 77,000 visitors. With the Caribbean being a primary source market, Caribcation aims to increase the number of visitors who experience St. Lucia's limitless sources of inspiration.
We go to Sufre to the sulfur pool. We did that
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yes, on Wednesday.
Under the Caribcation brand, some hotel partners are offering up to 65% off on accommodation year-round. The St. Lucia Tourism Authority anticipates that its new website will substantially improve internet visibility. The site will also assist the authority with marketing and promotional efforts throughout the Caribbean region. Fresh from his trip to Trinidad and Tobago, Castries Mayor Peterson Francis says bridges of unity are being built as outside help is always welcomed and necessary. Mayor Francis and the Mayor of Point Fortin signed an agreement with the Borough of Point Fortin in Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday the 5th of May to boost cooperation in culture, trade, economic activity and tourism. The agreement, Mayor Francis says, strengthens the relations between the 2 countries.
What I'm trying to do, or what the council is trying to do, is to foster this relationship. Because I believe we're not learning that we just can't do it alone. We just can't do it. I think Chuck just said that a long time ago, that we can't. Just see what and sun that we have. Okay, so we have to get our energies together and see for the betterment of not only ourselves, but the rest of the Caribbean. So, like we have one of the mayors from Toko, that we have a group of people already on standby. They are now trying to finalize. They're having a meeting now to come down to St. Lucia.
Mayor Francis says while St. Lucians fail to realize the value of the island, other regional neighbors look up to St. Lucia.
Sometimes we don't appreciate certain things we have there. But the Trinidad is saying, what I'm getting from the different mayors and so on, that tourism product, they're supposed to be learning from us because, we have gone very far when it comes to that. So all these things we are looking, the housing, we are looking at housing, and particularly I'm interested in training our city police. So, all these things, so we are putting that. So by July, hopefully the mayor of Point Fortin will be coming down with a contingent, as many mayors who want to come down and so on. So we are just making sure that our brothers and sisters, we come together.
Present at the signing were Trinidadian Minister of Housing and Urban Development and Point Fortin MP, Major General Edmund Dillon, as well as councillors and other specially invited guests. Acting Prime Minister Leonard Montoute is setting his sights on tackling the long-thriving scourge of bullying. Montoute, who serves as the Social Justice Minister, says bullying is a practice that he would like to see stamped out of society, especially at schools. The island's Social Justice Minister has placed the issue of bullying in the spotlight and has expressed hopes that it could be stamped out of society once and for all. Leonard Spider Montoute said, "As a civilized society, we cannot engage in the approach where the strong dominate and the weak are vanquished." He said he hopes that the schools and the Ministry of Education, respectively, are taking reports on bullying very seriously and that they are doing all that it takes to eliminate the problem.
He said, on the other hand, everyone has to do their part to raise young persons to understand that this sort of behavior is unacceptable.
I want to know too that we train our young people, like as we've been talking about the manner in which they handle conflicts and so on, that we train them in the manner they should interact with each other in their interpersonal relationships and so on, and to let it be known in no uncertain terms that bullying is not acceptable and it is not something that will be entertained or condoned.
There are 4 main categories of bullying. Verbal bullying, which includes teasing, inappropriate comments, name-calling, threats, and offensive hand gestures. Social bullying, which includes intentional exclusion, spreading rumors and embarrassing someone. Physical bullying, which includes hitting, kicking, spitting, pushing, or breaking someone's personal belongings. And cyberbullying, which includes many of the same behaviors as social and verbal bullying, but takes place online, where information can be quickly disseminated to a large number of people. In St. Lucia, a sharp rise of cyberbullying has been noted, mainly since the advent of revenge pornography. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. The Commercial Division of the Registry of the High Court has been in operation from the 19th of January 2016. The Commercial Court has reported a steady increase in the number of filings over the last 3 years, from 44 cases in 2016 to 100 cases in 2018. The division believes this success will boost St. Lucia's economic growth and development by increasing investor confidence to embark on new ventures because of the efficiency of the justice system. Glenn Simon tells us more.
The National Competitiveness and Productivity Council has been instrumental in undertaking a number of reforms, which has led to increased efficiency and competitiveness in the economy. In 2014, under the Ease of Doing Business agenda, there was a need to reform the settlement of commercial disputes in St. Lucia. Thus, the NCPC was given the lead role in the establishment of the Commercial Court. Director of the NCPC, Fiona Hinkson, explained the impact of the court in a short space of time.
From a finance perspective, we have observed that significant amount of funds have been freed up due to the quicker settlement of disputes. We also observed that settlement of disputes, which is measured by the enforcement of contract indicator, this has led to an improvement for the World Bank Ease of Doing Business ranking for St. Lucia.
Former Registrar of the High Court, Sharon Gardner-Hippolyte, stated that prior to the establishment of the Commercial Court, matters of a commercial nature fell in a queue in order of priority, alongside divorce cases, land disputes, adoption, probate cases, traffic matters, and the like.
The whole point of this court was to be able to take these matters out and to give them separate priority, and this, I think, has augured well for the business community. I was looking at the statistics for the last couple of years, and we have grown tremendously from 44 cases being filed the first year to 83 or 6, I think, the second year. And then last year we filed over 100 cases.
She noted, this figure gets even more impressive when expressed in terms of the dollar value, which goes through the court. From the 44 cases filed in 2016, over $7 million went through the court, while in 2017, with 84 cases filed, this figure was just under $50 million EC.
This year, well, not this year, 2018, the figure was over $100 million. And when you think that $100 million is going through a court that has been there for 3 years, you think, wow, we really are delivering a quality of service that has allowed for the unit to be able to grow, that has inspired confidence in persons to be able to file their claims there, and to realize that judgment is being given in a speedily fashion.
A legal officer is now attached to the Commercial Division to assist the judge in delivering decisions in a timely fashion. The former registrar pointed out that matters are usually dealt with within a 14 to 21 day period, with judgments being delivered between 3 to 6 months.
This type of positive results builds investor confidence, and it's a very positive impact on the ease of doing business climate for St. Lucia.
For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Glenn Simon reporting.
You're watching the Hot 790 News. We'll be right back.